Now, let's say an affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. And remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys. Please do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Have a nice day. Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Yep, I know you heard my spiel. The way this read is going to go is we're going to pull from the shadow deck, what's the T spell, and this tarot deck, and also the sacred signs and symbols. Then I'll clarify with the regular tarot. So let's see where the shadow side is, or what you've been dealing with when it comes to the shadow side. Let's see. That's very loud. There you have it. So the card that comes out is gullible. Gullible and egotistical. Well, those two don't mix, right? The gullible side is, it says, set and honor your boundaries and don't fear walking away from situations that are not good for you. And so that is the gullible side. We are sometimes afraid to walk away from the things that we know don't serve us. And that's ego, but it's also because we've been dealing with ego. It says ego only becomes a problem when you allow it to grow into arrogance. Don't lose track of your ego. And so, again, a lot of the gullible sides of our energy is because we don't want to, yeah, guarded is here. We don't want to, um, admit to losing a person or defeat. We don't want to admit to defeat or feel like we're a part of some type of energy where we're being defeated, if that makes sense. And so that's kind of how I see that energy. I hope you can hear me a little bit better. I don't have my regular earphones on. I bought a earwig and it is not great. But anyway, so it says your effort to protect yourself is what's blocking you from the very thing you want the most. Dissolve the barriers. And so a lot of the gullible situations is that when we learn from our mistakes, or it's not a mistake, but our lessons from the past, our ego kicks in and then we become guarded because we don't want to admit to defeat or have anything controlling us. So control. But what's controlling us is our mind to say, well, if I don't do this, then this won't happen again, which causes you to miss out on opportunities, if that makes sense. And so trying to control everything is time consuming and limits your growth and learning experiences. So you can't control the things that you have no control over. So basically, what I would tell you to do is to let go of the things that no longer serve you and to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and pull from what's the T spill to see what you are. Third, controller. So again, same energy. How to process knowledge, rules, communication, one's generosity, and social life, which is your third house. So this is the part that keeps you stagnant because you make these rules for yourself, but it blocks out your ability to move forward because you're always feeling like someone is trying to control you, constantly needing control of people, things, situation, and etc. This is codependent energy because when we get to a point to where we start to become codependent on the past hurt and trying to either stay around the past hurt because we're afraid to lose it, or we start to control the things that we try to control the things that we have no control over, it becomes a what is it a spiral effect when we have to make things happen or try to, yeah, 10th house. The situation involves someone's ambition, their motives, their rank in society, achievements, accolades, and social class. So this is when we start to look at things and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not taking all of those cards. Unsure. All right. Yeah, this is when we start to look at things and start to take things personally. Yeah, because of an irresponsible person that made us feel some kind of way, but that makes us become irresponsible because we lack accountability. And it says lack accountability, careless about consequences of their actions, and it says you can't rely on them. That's the energy that you have been dealing with, and so therefore it made you feel gullible and also now again guarded, but your ego is coming out. And I'll go ahead and tell you, this is the energy that flies out, which is the ex-lover. This could be why you're unsure because of the past ex-lover. You're trying to go off the grid, which you think everything will be okay if you're away from everyone, being cooped up in their room, not socializing, being a hermit, not on social media, also slacker. So you removed yourself from social media and tried to get out of the norm, the mundane, because of how you process your energy, your giving, and how you become guarded. And so, therefore, it says someone, I hope you guys can hear me because I'm about to pause it because this is irritating me. Someone who avoids work, prioritizing doing nothing, takes shortcuts on the job, and so you're slacking when it comes to your stuff because of a spiritual hater. It says hating on your beliefs, not liking that you're untraditional, uncomfortable with your spirituality because you know the universe is going to protect you. However, no limits, nothing can stop them. Continues on without restrictions, going on going their own way. This is normally who you are, but you have set limits and boundaries and barriers happening because you're afraid to get hurt again, toxic ways. So their toxicity causes you to have toxic ways as well. Bad habits, addictions, can't stay away from harmful substances. This could be codependent energies, being codependent to irresponsible people and therefore trying to control things that you cannot control, which means what can happen today or the what ifs of tomorrow. And so you become paranoid and you just say, if I get away off grid, then no one can hurt me, or the process, the way that I process things, I'll be able to control them because I'm not around people. And then the no money, no talk. You've been dealing with somebody who only cares about money and they don't want to talk if money isn't around, or that's how you feel now, mirroring their energy. Like if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, which is the good thing. However, that means you're not wasting your time, but you're not spending time being productive on yourself, not wanting to talk unless money is involved, hustling, getting to the bag at all costs. So this is the only way that you'll come out of your hermit mode, and get on social media. Earth Angel, someone good and pure with honest intentions, kind hearted, keeps it real. That is who you are, but at the same time, you don't think that there is a person out there that can be an earth angel to you, hooked, addicted to someone or something. Again, the codependent energies. This energy is like if this person shows up, this earth angel shows up, I'm not going to be able to unhook from the thing that I'm trying to control or help or change or fix. Divination, spying. Someone is consulting the tarot to get information on you, getting readings on you, asking a psychic. So this could be you getting information on how you feel at the present moment, or it could be somebody asking about you, or even watching tarot as well. So maybe they saw you watching it at first, and so they're looking into ways of trying to figure out where you are. Maybe watching cancer readings or trying to figure out what a cancer is doing. But again, you are guarded and gullible. You know, you guard it because you feel gullible. This is the sacred signs and symbols. Yeah, you're not smoothing over or buttering up anybody or being consistent with anything anymore, not even yourself. And so that's what hermit mode does, is it causes you to go into a situation of lack because you don't want to deal with other people, because you don't want to end things, but you don't want to play games. So the easiest thing for you to do is to step back, pull your energy back, and not play the games anymore by going off grid or getting off of social media. So yeah, that's a narrow vision. It's a limiting belief, or it's a limited way of doing things. No limits, your belief systems when it comes to you narrowly doing things, or not being able to, yeah, uh, get control of your toxicity. So addictions are here. Could be alcohol, could be a person, place, thing. It could be codependent energies of trying to be controlling over things or over yourself, and it's causing you to be toxic. So the way you communicate and the way you give is why you're trying to guard yourself from doing that or getting hurt again. Yeah, but there will be an apology or some type of proposal or charming energy that comes your way. Maybe that's through the earth angel. Hold on, the card fell on the ground. Okay. So, yeah, this is because, you're guarded and you think that this cannot happen. The earth angel energy cannot happen because you're behind closed doors and you are afraid to cut the scissors on this energy that you were on. That's why it comes in the reverse. And so, therefore, once you learn to cut ties and open your doors, then things will happen for you for your best interest. But right now, yeah, they'll see that you'll be able to see the beauty in yourself once you open those doors and then understand the difference between cleaning up messy stuff. So I always tell my son, the thing is that when it comes to you gravitating to a certain energy, the energy of you gravitating to milk, if you're cleaning up milk constantly and you're not cleaning it out, it's going to start to stink one day. And that's where you are when it comes to this situation. So you have to be able to understand. Sorry, I cut that light off. You have to be able to understand that this is causing you stagnation and not being able to transform. So once you open that door and transform, early stage metamorphosis and transformation, a caterpillar, once you start to transform, you become a butterfly and you'll be able to flap your wings and fly. And you're not in the crab in the barrel bucket. Now, the thing is that what people don't realize is that the crab in the barrel bucket is not to, they're not climbing in the barrel to stay. They're climbing in the barrel in order to help pull the other crabs out. But you realize far too often that you keep getting stuck in that barrel by trying to pull people out of their stagnation. And so that is what you have to realize. You cannot control what others do, and you cannot help certain situations. And that's when it comes to the 10th house. The situation involves someone's ambition, their motives, their rank in society, achievements, and accolades. So that's what the 10th and the third house is doing. It's causing you to try to control things and not transform because you're being stagnant, if that makes sense. And so that's kind of how I see that. Let me pull from this deck. You cannot clean up people's mess. And that's what's keeping you in a stagnation period because you're not able to transform into the life that you want to live because you're so busy being guarded and thinking that you're gullible that if you just stay away or stay out of, stay away or stay out of the way. Yeah, yeah, the dream. And look at things from a different perspective of this is Six of Cups energy, the nostalgia, romance. This is you looking at the past and, still being infatuated by it, trying to control the future. It also causes you to, yeah, isolate yourself, and also at the same time, watch people celebrate. This is the fall, or once you get out of this, you'll be celebrating, but understanding what's keeping you stagnant or from soaring, like a butterfly would, being stuck in its cocoon. Look at that. I didn't see that card right there. Yeah, so it's getting you out of your cage. And so the isolation and the celebration happens when you understand what's keeping you bound and stuck and not traveling. So you're moving forward, which is this card. You're moving forward and you're trusting the process, which is the Fool type energy, but you're trusting the process in order to be able to take a leap. Full energy comes out twice. And again, I didn't see this card, which is the awareness, but this is a strength card. This happens only when you recognize your strengths and stop living in a dream of, and trying to control what the future has for you because you don't know what the future has in store. And so a lot of those things are you doing this because of love and you're trying to prove your loyalty to a person, not even prove it to a person, prove it to yourself. Like, I know I was gullible, but if I stay away and, not answer the call, then I'll be fine. But at the same time, I know if they call, I will answer. So you can be at a distant place. Yeah, you could be at a distant place and turn around and still answer the call and go back to the stagnation period of trying to control the situation. And so the thing is that you have to walk away from the things that no longer serve you and look at things for what they really are. And it says, think before you act or speak. So the power of your tongue, it says, don't jump to conclusions and make mountains out of a molehill. It said it will only drive them away. Try to ground your emotions before acting or speaking. So again, that's what you're doing. You're trying not to get to a point to where you're telling them your dreams or how you're trying to control what the future has in store for you. So the universe is saying be patient with yourself and the way that you're trying to control things to happen within a certain amount of time. It says love is not a race, to treat it like it can be won or owned. In love, you win and you lose together. Be patient and let them grow in their own time, not yours. So sometimes walking away, setting yourself free, and getting out of that isolation period will find you reasons to celebrate. And that's what you have to understand. You have to be able to get out of the house. And so give them more freedom. It takes courage to accept them as a free spirit, since you risk losing them. But you have to have faith that in the end they will always choose you. And so moving forward and taking a leap and getting out of this hermit mode, they will choose you if they're yours by divine right. If not, the universe has a way of sending earth angels your way to show you something new, something different, someone good and pure with honest intentions, kind-hearted, um, keeps it real. That's what you want, and that's what you've been wanting from this person. And so, therefore, unveil your true intentions. Reveal your intentions to steer clear from confusion and risk both getting blindsided. Wandering in the dark is not fun, but be upfront and honest with them. And so, you have to be pure with your intentions and also say what you want, mean what you say. If this is what you want, you have to say it, and don't wait until you get upset and try to hide from your emotions because of someone's ego or your ego playing a part. That is the part of the four agreements. That's the reason why I pull them in every read, because of the fact that you have to be impeccable with your words. Say what you want, mean what you say, and go from there. And then also understanding that sometimes people um, take your kindness for weakness. And that's when you start to get in your feelings and take it personally when it comes to somebody else's actions. And so, if that makes sense, that's kind of how I see that. I'm pulling from regular tarot to see what comes out. Yeah. See, yeah, the direction that you go in. Sorry, I turned it that way. Two of Wands energy. The direction that you go in is a direction that you have to be sure of. You have to know what it is that you want, and you have to plan for it. You plan for your future so that will be bright, but you don't live for the future. You can't control what happens in the future, but as long as you plan properly in regards to your abundance, then you'll be able to move forward. But that's what you have to do, and know with confidence that Queen of Wands, confidence shines from the inside when you love yourself, own your flaws, and rock them without caring what others think. When confidence comes through the door, but that's after you set boundaries. You have to set boundaries. You have to plan for the future, and you have to understand and unveil your true intentions when it comes to what you want for the future. And that is boundaries, having boundaries, knowing the direction that you want to go to, and having confidence, not blocking yourself off when it gets to a point to where you feel sad or, yeah, walking away. You have to walk away, because the definition of a true leader is somebody who can lead from the heart and desires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better even when they're not with them. And that's the ability to send strength and healing to a person, place, thing, or situation. And that's the clarity that you have in regards to what's causing you peace, happiness, and harmonious energy. And so that's what you have to do, work on yourself. Eight of Pentacles, 8 years is equivalent, excuse me, each pinnacle is equivalent to a year. So it's taking you 8 years to get to this point to where you realize that you cannot control what happens in the future. The only thing that you can control is what you do in the present moment and your actions in the present moment. And so that is you understanding that you isolating yourself and being gullible, and also trying to control a situation isn't for your best good. And so it'll only cause you turmoil, but the universe, if it's meant, they will send you this person back healed, or you're like kind by divine right. Always do your best. Stay in the present moment, like I just said, right? Stay in the present moment. What you do in the present moment. It says, keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. This is the beginning of a new understanding, a new dream. So your present moment is you working on yourself and understanding that it's things that you cannot control when it comes to a situation. So that is how I see that energy when it comes to this. So again, you have to understand what you've done your best when it comes to the four agreements. And then also, let's pull from the crystal deck, and then we'll let this energy go. Okay, the rhodochrosite is the heart chakra, being able to send strength and healing, period, knowing that you've done your best. And it's not about you trying to, you know, fix things. It's just like understanding that the only thing you can do is control what's happening to you in the present moment. But this is the ability to forgive, to comfort, and to love. You're gonna love a person no matter what. It's not that you're gullible, and it's not that it's not that you're gullible. It's just the way that you love. But the third house and the 10th house is maybe something that you need to focus on. My spirit grows as I treat myself and others with love and compassion, and that is what you're doing. You're being loving, compassionate. My great nephew is right here. You're being loving, compassionate, and understanding about the things that you have to fix for yourself and work on. And that's where I just didn't see that the 6 of Cups energy, excuse me, the 8 of Cups energy is walking away from the things that no longer serve you and working on yourself. So that is that. Stay tuned for the affirmation, and then I'll post both the chakras and the 5 agreements right up here. I love you guys. Welcome to the Phoenix Empath Intuitive. We sometimes give our light and energy to people who will never see our worth, and sometimes we have to take our power back by using affirmations, visual inspirations, and meditations. I am here to give you motivation on how the past is always our teacher. Please do me a favor and like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my 6, meaning have my back because I have yours. Thank you, and I love you guys.